I am Teresa White, founder and chief executive officer of the Pan-African Family Empowerment and Land Preservation Network, which is best known for our Help Save Gullah Geechee Land campaign. Almost 30 years ago, I moved to St. Helena Island to live on land that's been in my family since the Civil War and Reconstruction era, so I do have a stake in what happens on the island, even though some people consider me a come here. The most important points I need to make today are that those opposing the development of a private golf community on Pine Island do not speak for me, and they do not speak for a countless number of people who are afraid to come out and speak out against Queen Quet, Penn Center, and the Coastal Conservation League. They do not speak for me when they mislead the Gullah community, county council, and the press to believe that the golf course will threaten Gullah culture and land ownership. It will not make taxes go up across the island, and no Gullah people will be impacted by its development in any way. There's no burial grounds on that land, and there's no encroachment in any way will occur. They do not speak to me when they follow their emotional protests with ugly name calling and threats of violence against people in the parking lots, and they are just lucky that nobody decided to get law enforcement involved because of the things they've been doing to people. Both before and during my 4 years serving on the Hilton Head Island Gullah Geechee Land and Culture Preservation Task Force, I fought with Gullahs there to loosen the land management ordinance, which made it extremely difficult for them to use their land for economic development and to subdivide it for use among family members. I even enlisted the National Action Network to come in to put pressure on the town. So I'm not a person who's working against the Gullah Geechee community in terms of saving their land. So I want to make the point clear that I am actually quite happy that LVO Tropiano is challenging the CPO, because although it does serve the purpose of what it was created to do, it's also a double-edged sword that keeps people from being able to develop their property, both the people who move here by land and the people who've been here for generations, and it causes them, the Gullah people, to have to sell their property because they can't afford to pay the taxes, because they can't get the money they need to pay it, and they can't use the land to generate it. Growing trees and growing crops is not going to be enough money to pay property tax bills $4,000 or $5,000 a year. So I would ask the county council to fully participate in all efforts to negotiate with Mr. Tropiano to have the Pine Island Golf Course. Thank you.